and you don't stop. Yes, yes, y'all, and you don't stop.
Facebook Live, we got a hot topic for y'all. Got my crew on here. Y'all see my crew. We got the crew on the line real quick. For the crew, we about to get into some hot topic real quick. Stay with us. Stay with me, baby. We about to get into it. What's going on, everyone out in TV land, out in Facebook Live? We come to you today to interrupt your regular scheduled program, to come to y'all with some hot topic. I got a panel of guests with me right now. And before we tell y'all the name of the topic, I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Edmund Chapman. I'm the CEO of Stop Playing Apparel.
And I'm DJ Play.
I'm Sheena.
I'm Obi.
And I'm Joanne.
And Joanne is our special guest for the night. Everybody, welcome to special guest. Hey. All right, y'all. So we're going to get into this thing tonight. Tonight's panel discussion is the pros versus cons of dating an ex you dumped. Think about that, y'all. Think about that. The pros versus the cons of dating an ex that you broke up with. So what do y'all think about that topic just in general? I'm going to go with the newbie first. What do you think about that?
When he mentioned it to me, I was kind of like, I really don't. I've never been in that situation, so I don't know. I'd like the topic, but I'm just kind of freelance because I'm not experienced in that area. So,
Have you ever dated an ex that you would go back with though? Like, would you reinvent the wheel with that person?
no.
Why not?
She said it won't work.
I'm curious. Was it that bad?
I mean, even if it wasn't that bad, I just don't go back. Because if something is meant to work, it would work. You don't need to break up with someone to see that, they had something of value. So you see it in the relationship, not outside of the relationship. So if it didn't work, it's not going to work.
Okay. Before y'all get the grilling her, I got some questions. But what do you think about that topic? Pros versus cons of dating an ex that you broke up with.
Never really broke up with nobody. I always get dumped.
We're together.
All right. He's the guy that don't break up with nobody.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 2 of Nutz and Boltz of Life. And if you wonder why we're laughing, because DJ played something in episode 1. He never ever broke up with anyone. So he wouldn't go back to an ex because he never dumped anybody. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Before y'all go ahead. Just because I got dumped on me, I might not go back. That's what I'm saying. I might spin the block. I don't know. It depends how the thing was. You know what I'm saying?
This is a PG show,
Nah.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Nah.
I love it. So, Play, you're saying that if an ex, I guess, broke up with you and she wanted you back and that thing was good, you're like, I guess I slide back over.
Yeah.
Obi, what do you I'm sorry. Obi, what do you think about the topic?
For me, I like the topic. One, I have went back. I have given people second chances. So, I mean, it is what it is. Again, it just depends on the situation, how the relationship was flowing, whether you like that person, not love them, but if you like that person. But yeah, I would go back. I mean, familiar situation, you know them, whether they're good or bad, and it is what it is.
So can I ask you something?
Yes.
Yeah, I like it.
You went back. How did that work out?
Well, it did. It wasn't a. That's a great question. It wasn't that I went back. It was just a decision that we made together. And the first time it lasted. The first time we was in a relationship, it lasted a long time. The second time, it didn't last so long. But we ended up breaking up again. But that
See?
doesn't mean that she was a bad person. I was a bad person. We just weren't
Okay.
right for each other at that time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Sheena, what do you think about this topic?
It definitely has its pros and its cons. I have been in a situation where I took someone back after breaking up with them, and they basically ended up doing the same thing the first time is the reason why I broke up with them the first time, and I broke up with them again. So
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, yeah, I mean, I feel like everybody deserves a second. Well, not everybody, depending on the situation. I think some people do deserve a second chance. But I mean, if not, then that's just what it is.
So we gonna go into our first question. What would be a reason? What would be a reason you would even entertain the thought of dating an ex you dumped? So even if you've never been in a situation before, what would be a reason that you think that you would even entertain the thoughts of going back to someone that, remember, you dumped them? So I know, Play, you ain't ever broken nobody, but let's go on make believe land, Play. What would be the reason besides that thing that you would entertain the thoughts of dating an ex that you broke up with? Let's see. Play, go ahead first.
The reason I would go back, that would be the reason, but that's the only reason why I would go back. I mean, there's no other reason. Like,
was it that good?
No,
Like,
Why? That's what I said. Like,
but hey, look,
Sorry.
me and my wife went back and forth, and it was only because my reason was for the kids. You know.
No. That's good. That's good. Oh, because I mean, I'm sorry. That's good, Play. So you went back to somebody that you dumped because of the kids. That's actually outstanding of you to even say that. I like that.
Same here, Play. Me and my wife at the time we got back together to try to work things out, but my reasoning was for the kids. Nobody in my family had ever been divorced, so I was like, man, I'm gonna try to make this thing work. It didn't, but I gave it a valiant effort. You know what I'm saying? And I think the reason why I went back is mainly because familiarity. I know her, she knew me, I knew her ways, she knew mine, knew her likes and dislikes, and vice versa. We did try again, it didn't work. And I wouldn't say I wouldn't do it again if the situation presented itself. But I definitely would think about it before I walked away.
Sheena,
what
would be a reason you would even entertain the thought, just the thoughts of going back to ex that you broke up with?
I would definitely have to say familiarity, because when you spend so much time with a person, you know, like pretty much everything about them. And it's like taking the time to get to know somebody new. You got to basically start all over. Like that process can be very draining at times. So I would definitely say familiarity would definitely have me spin a block again.
Joanne?
I don't spin blocks. I just don't.
I keep on going.
Yes, ma'am. I keep going. There's nothing, and the dating pool is filled with feces right now, and I still wouldn't spin the block. So, like I told Carlos, I say it's filled with pee, and I don't drink pee. So, I'm good.
So there's nothing X even in your thought process like, just like a little thought like,
No,
things that make you say,
no. See, and it goes deeper than what you guys think because my situation was abusive. I'm not spinning back to abuse.
Yeah, hell
That's
no.
Oh
not it.
no, not at all.
No.
Okay, we get that. Of course, like I would never
It was all that. It wasn't nothing else. I can't get into it because I'm currently in a divorce right now. So I
What
can't
about
get deep into that.
what about another ex that was?
I've not been with very many men.
Got you.
So yeah. I was married for a long time.
I like that committed woman. That's what's up. That's what we need.
Yeah.
We need some committed women that want to be in a long time committed relationship. We gotta do right, fellas. Fellas, Facebook Live. We have to do right by these ladies.
Yeah.
With me, I think I'm on the lines with a play on the kid situation. If I even entertain the thought of going back to one of my exes, it would. Or okay, let me put it this way. It could be because I might have been a jerk, or I might have been an asshole, and I've changed. I got older. I matured. So even though I dumped her or broke up with her, it still probably was my fault because I wasn't even ready to be in that relationship. My mind wasn't ready. The age, I might have been well in spirit and body, but my mind wasn't mature enough to handle maybe that woman. And so therefore I just broke up with her because I wanted maybe a fast tail like Carlos be wanting. They play me wanting. Fast and that thing. Or maybe I just wanted something else. And then as I matured, I realized that was a good woman. So that would give me the thought of entertaining an ex on that spectrum. On the other spectrum, it's back to what Carlos, what Play said. DJ Play Carlos King said, if we have kids together. Now I'll have to weigh the pros and cons of that. Like, okay, what's the pros of getting back with this woman with the kids, family, growing up with two family home? But what's the cons? Going back to the drama, going back to the foolishness, going back to whatever. So I have to weigh my options. So that would be my answer for entertaining the thoughts of going back to an ex. Now we're gonna get into pros and cons of that. What are some pros of dating an ex? If y'all could think of any pros, what would be your pros of dating an ex? That's the pros.
And don't talk about that thing, man. Don't talk about that
Can I
thing.
keep it real? Can I keep it real?
Yeah,
keep it real, girl. Keep it real.
That's what Nuts and Boltz is all about. Nuts and Boltz of life and keeping it 100% real. Go ahead. If you got something, go ahead and share.
The pro would be that he has $1 million life insurance policy and he's on his deathbed.
Facebook Live. Facebook Live. This young lady said,
that's for life with that one, okay?
She meant that. She meant all of that.
$1 million life insurance policy, and he's about to croak. I'm not mad at it. This is what we do. This is not Nuts and Boltz. We keep it 100. We ain't sugarcoating. We're not playing games. We're not fake. We're not phony. We are real people that go through real things, and we giving real answers. And that's I can't be mad at her answer, Facebook.
Period.
Let they say period. Guys say period. But she kept it a buck. She kept it a buck. I ain't mad with it. It's funny, but I ain't mad with it.
At least you was honest, girl. You was honest.
I ain't got nothing to say. I have nothing to say.
But my pros would,
what's a pro play?
My pros would be being around my kids more. If we got little kids, that would be a pro right there. Like, yeah, I would love to be around my kids. even though we might not get along, but I love my kids, you know, love being around them. So that would be the only pro, you know.
Obi.
Again, just somebody I'm familiar with. I know what she likes to do. She know what I like to do. We're just cool and familiar with each other. The cons. I don't even know if you asked that question. Did you ask about the cons?
No, I did
Okay,
not.
all right, okay. I'll stop.
Mhm.
I'm still laughing off her answer.
I'm trying to
I can't say
quarterback this
nothing.
thing. Let me quarterback this thing. Sheena's on the pros.
I would definitely say from my most recent breakup, because I was engaged actually. So I would definitely say the familiarity and the fact that he knew how to cater to me as I like did him, but he knew how to cater to me. So
I can say pros. I'm gonna go with an ex with no kids because it's easy to say kids. That's like easy. So if I went to an ex and then we didn't have children together, okay, hold on, guys. So on Facebook Live, my big brother Edward J. Gardner said there are no rules. An ex is an ex for a reason. If you wasn't good enough for them, you still not good enough for you still not gonna be good enough. Okay,
I disagree.
Let me explain it to him. So Edward, the question is, what's the pros of going back to X that you dumped? Not that dumped you, that you dumped. Like, what would be the pros of going back to somebody that you, not somebody that didn't want you, somebody that you didn't want? That's the question. So get back with me. All right. So back to you guys. So my pros are going back to, I think I'm back to what Obi said. I think I agree with him. Somebody that I've been comfortable with, somebody I know, somebody that we might have been in a long lasting relationship, somebody that we clicked well together. It just maybe wasn't our season. Maybe wasn't our season at that time. But I know a lot about her. She know a lot about me. So that would be my pros with a person that I don't have any children with. There's somebody that I had fun with. We got along. I can think about somebody right now that we had a ball together. We got along very well. We was the life of the party. We just always had a good time. So maybe that would be my pro of somebody that I was really comfortable around. Okay, hold on. Facebook Live again, guys. He said it's still the same. It's Edward Gardner still. That means she's good enough for me. Then she's not good enough for me now. Okay, Edward, I'm trying to snap off.
I disagree though, because people change.
Big EG going hard, huh?
I disagree because people change. Like just because that person wasn't good enough for you back then, don't mean they're not good enough for you now. Everybody don't stay the same. Like as the years go on, you grow and you learn and you mature. Some people don't, but a lot of people do. So I just disagree with that.
Can I say something to that? That's a small percentage because a lot of people don't like to do the work. And
That's
so
true.
you don't know a person has changed until you know. Anybody can come to you and say, I'm a new person, but did they take the time to do the work and find their flaws and take their accountability for the failure in the relationship? And that's big because a lot of people don't want to take the accountability.
Absolutely.
And they, even if the other person, had an affair or whatever the case may be, you still have your accountability, even if it's you enabling that person's behavior, staying in there too long, allowing them to treat you the way that they did. You hold some accountability in that, and people don't want to do that work because they don't want to be held accountable for their part of the breakdown of that relationship.
So when you say do that work, what do you mean, like going to counseling, talking to
Pretty much.
church group? Like, can you get some
just taking accountability, right?
Yeah, I mean, you can go to counseling. Counseling don't fix nobody. Mm-hmm. Counseling don't fix you. You have to fix yourself. Counseling is there to give you the tools to do it. It's up to you to fix you. So they can go to counseling if they need the tools. But when I say do the work, is you have to sit in that pain. And you have to, because pain builds character. And so if you don't allow yourself to sit in that pain, you're not doing the work. A lot of people like to jump out of one relationship into another. And they don't do the work. They don't want to sit in that pain. They use that new relationship as a painkiller. And that's what I mean by doing the work.
So you're saying just sit. Okay, besides sitting in it and getting yourself together, you know, find out who you are. What else would you consider is doing the work besides that part of it?
Like I said, just sitting in the pain, leveling up, you know, doing what you got to do for you to be better for the next person.
I like it.
Yeah.
You might want to add on to what she said. That's good.
Yeah, because some people jump out of relationship and jump into another one and still have that same energy. And that relationship don't work.
Yeah, still holding on to that same
baggage. That same energy last week, Play. You said you keep that same energy. That's what you said last night. You said I'm gonna give that same energy that she did.
He definitely did say that.
I'm just saying, we keeping it real, Play. So we gonna call you on it. Last time you gonna get that same energy that she gave you.
I don't jump. I never jump from one relationship into another one. I never did it. So I always take time and see. I said, when I break up, let me see. It might be me. I might be the one that need. I might be the one they need to get checked. You know. So I'll be trying to fix myself before I jump into another relationship. You know.
Let me ask you. I got a question. It's off the topic. How long? If we can just put a number on it or put a button on it, how long do you think it should take to go from one relationship to the next one? I know nobody knows. I know everybody's time different is different and yada, yada, yada. But
it depends on how long your healing take. So you can't sit there and say 6 months, a year, because I know people that haven't healed and it's been 5 years. So you can't put a time limit on that. And so I don't think that you can dictate it. You'll feel it. It's more of a feeling than it is a thought, because you can think it. You can manipulate yourself to think that you're ready, but you're not. It's more of a feeling than a thought.
So what somebody feel like a week after they broke up, they like, I feel it, like I'm ready to move on.
Not that type of feeling. That's temporary.
People how do you say that that's not what they really feel? Like they really like, I'm really over it. She dogged me out, or he dogged me out, or he did whatever, or she did whatever. And you know what? She wasn't good for me, or he wasn't good for me. I'm ready to move on. Well, okay, let's not say a week because you had to meet somebody. Let's say 3 weeks or whatever. You met somebody. You may have your eye on somebody when y'all broke up. You had that little eye right there on somebody. That one right there. You hit it on somebody, and then you like, and you process. You said and thought about it, like, man, this person was not good for me. They killed my spirit. They killed my energy. I am really ready to go on. And this man or this woman been giving me the eye. I been giving her the eye. So you saying they can't do that because 3 weeks not long enough?
No, listen to what you said though. You speaking on a person that's invested. A person that's invested in something, that means they were broken down, so they have to heal. But if somebody who's not invested in something, of course they're gonna think a week or 3 weeks down the line that it's time. So it depends. It's on if they're invested or if they're not. And like I said, it's not just a feeling. You heal first. When you heal, you feel. See, but when you think You jump into something because our minds can manipulate us into believing that we're at a certain stage in our life because we tend to get lonely.
Mm.
And we jump into something that we wasn't ready for. And so that's why I'm saying you heal. When you heal, you'll feel it.
That's a bar. When you heal, you
Hmm.
feel.
Yep.
Facebook. We're talking about right now pros and cons of dating an ex. But then we segue or we went off topic a little bit to ask what or how long do you think it takes to start a new relationship? And Joanne just she over here preaching to us. She said, you heal, you feel. When you feel, you heal. I love it. I love it. Like she's saying, it's not a time, it's a feeling when you do the work and you really feel correct. Am I correct that you're ready
Yes.
to move on? I like it. I like it, man. Y'all quiet. Y'all just sitting taking notes.
Hey, I got some.
Yeah.
I got some.
Taking notes, y'all.
I
See,
got some inputs.
Carlos did tell y'all I got the advantage because I do this for a living. So I don't know if he told y'all that.
But yeah, she
Mm.
do a podcast.
Oh, so
Um,
she's spitting knowledge. Okay, makes sense
right,
now. Makes
Right.
sense.
I was sitting there trying to figure me.
Yeah.
I
I
love
saw him
the
studying
energy.
me.
yeah.
Do anybody else got something to add to this? What they think about the time frame, or what they think about what Miss Joanne said?
I think you need time. Look, I might still date, but I would have to tell a girl, look, I just got out of a relationship. I don't think I'm all the way healed. I would tell a girl that I gotta get it, you know. And then some girls be like, they would be real pussy, like, I ain't trying to be I'll be like, hey, you gotta hold on because I'm not ready. I mess your life up, mess around with me.
No. I actually like that play because you,
Yeah.
like I said last episode, I'm actually
Mm.
going through a divorce, and I've got people the option to go out or like hang out with me or not, and I let them know like I'm just out here chilling. I'm not trying to get no
Chilling.
relation with nobody. I'm out here having fun. I just got out of a marriage. So I think that is good play. You're giving people, you can't just lie to people. You have to give people the opportunity to
Mm-hmm.
decide if they want to continue to mess with you or not. When you out here lying and you scheming, that's you hurting people. You're hurting people feelings. I don't care if you're grown now. You're hurting people feelings because you're out here lying instead of saying, Sheena, you cool. I like you, but right now, no, I'm chilling. No, something's out here. I'm out here relaxing,
Mm-hmm.
trying to do nothing right now. And Sheena could say, or Joanna could say, or Lisa, or Tanya, whoever could say, you know what, Ed, I like you. I'm gonna stick around for a little bit. Oh, you know what? Thank you, Ed. I'm looking for a husband, so I'm gonna move.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Cool.
But you gave her that option though.
Right. So what you're saying, Carlos, is right. If you're not like Joanne said, if you're not healed, you know what I'm saying, and you decide you want to date, maybe you shouldn't date. Maybe I mean that's up to each person. If you should date if you're not healed completely, but at least give that person the opportunity to know what you're doing instead of they're thinking one thing because y'all pillow talking. You know how pillow talk go, guys and women. Pillow
Mm-hmm.
talking. My brother said all the time, like stop pillow talking them girls back in the day. The big EG always said my pillow talk people. But you're pillow talking them, you're going out with them, and you have no intentions of dating them because you're not healed and you're just out here trying to still find you. So that's good. Like you joke and we laugh about it, but that's real talk though. Obi, what you got, man? I know you got some good words.
Hey, what was the question again? I want to make sure I understand. I give you the right answer.
So the question we went off topic a little bit. The question was, hey April, my cousin April, she deep. I got April on the podcast. She deep. The question was, how long does it take, or should it take, however you want to phrase it, before you start dating someone else after you break?
I just think it depends on the person. For me, I've seen most men manipulate situations and jump into situations when they're not ready for their own selfish reasons, whether they just trying to hit and quit, they're trying to stick and move a bunch of females. I've been guilty of it too. I'll be the first to admit. But men, I think we shortchange ourselves when we do that. And I do agree with you, Ed. You know, you got to be honest. Tell them what you're looking for. Tell them what you want at the moment, and you'll be surprised. Some females are looking for the same thing that you looking for. They just want something temporary. They want to stick and move sometimes too. You just got to be honest. But for me, it's all situational. It depends on the person, depends on their mental capacity and how long it takes them to heal, and if they're going to take the time to actually heal and get ready for the next situation or not.
Can I give you like the female version of that though? Because you have
Hmm.
a lot of females you can tell that to, and then a female go into it with the same idea, but really in the back of their mind thinking they can change your mind. A
Ooh.
lot of
Oh.
women do that. A
That's
man
it.
Hmm.
can be honest, and a female will jump in there like, I could change this. Is she okay?
Hmm.
I don't know. You hit a nerve or something. She got the Holy Ghost over there. She done
Let's
flipped
got,
out.
let's got the Holy
She got
Ghost.
the whole conversation. Facebook Live, right? Let me talk to Facebook real quick. So we over here talking. And Joanne had some good stuff. Sheena didn't flip the whole everything over because she didn't hit. Joanne hit.
You have an echo going over there with you, and
Go ahead.
we have an echo in here.
We listening. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, but females do that. So I don't take sides. I call it like it is. So I just wanted to add that to, what he was saying.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
Why do you think? If anybody, I'm put another spin on this. Why do you think females feel if I say or a place say I'm out here I'm out of a relationship. It was 4 years, 2 years, 7 years, marriage, whatever it was. I'm just right now just trying to chill and relax. I'm not on that. Why do y'all think females would try to change that guy's mind when he literally just told you he just got out or been out of marriage or a relationship for a couple of little days now or a couple of months or whatever? Why you think a female would want to change? Think she had a power, I guess, to change that
R-
individual.
Real quick for me, and I just know this personally because some of my family dealt with this. They're lonely and they're desperate, and they just think, hey, I can change this person. I know I'm going to change him, and they don't care who says what to them. They'll talk to their mom disrespectfully, their dad disrespectfully, and they're like, hey, I'm going to change this man to make him be what I want him to be. And a lot of times they fail because the first thing they don't have in their life is God. They're thinking about themselves. I can
Hmm.
change this person. I don't need help from anybody. Can't nobody tell me nothing right now. I don't care if this dude doesn't have a job, a car, a place to stay. If he just got out of jail, I like him. I'm desperate. I'm gonna get him, and I'm gonna do any and everything I gotta do to change him.
I'm
Okay,
gonna say,
hold on, before you go.
okay.
Facebook Live, April said, because he's moving like he's trying to chill.
I don't
Meaning
understand that
he
one.
ain't acting like hey Jay, hey. So I'm guessing April saying that he's not acting like what he's saying. He's acting in a whole different way, right, cousin? Are you saying that? Or are you saying something different? Because I guess he's saying one thing out of his mouth, but he's portraying something.
I get what she's saying.
So he fronting.
I'm guessing that's what she's saying. That he's fronting. Oh, he's right. He's fronting. He's saying, "Yeah, I want to chill," but meanwhile, you over his house every couple days a week. Y'all going out to dinner. Y'all going out to lunch. Y'all on the phone. Y'all texting. You can't be on the phone. But he's saying, "Nah, I'm just chilling." Yeah, she said, "That's what she's saying." So, what y'all think
I
about
got
that?
an answer to that. You
Come
know
on.
why? Because men, they don't
Oh,
want
here we go.
friends with benefits. They want wifey with benefits. They want the benefits of a wife, but they just want to sleep with that person. That's why. They don't want you to have them feelings, but they want you to come do all wifely duties, cook, clean, all of this. I've seen it. Men may say friends with benefits. That's not the case. Not all of them, but a lot of them that say they just want to chill, they just want a slave. That's all.
Mm.
Hey, no, hey, I got a rebuttal to that, and this is real talk.
Come
I went to
on,
lunch
Obi.
with one
Come
of my
on.
boys today.
All right.
I went to lunch with one of my boys today, and this is a true story. We was sitting at the bar, chilling, just me and him, just talking about
Hey,
life,
Obi, can you speak
old
a little
times,
bit for me?
huh?
Can you speak a little louder for me?
Okay, and this is a real story. This just happened today. I went to lunch with one of my boys. We was talking about old times. We was chilling, reminiscing. These two chicks came up to us, like they approached us, and their direct question to us was, "Are you guys looking for side chicks? Because if you are, we want to be them." So I think men and women are guilty of that. And I understand what you're saying, but don't just put it all on men because y'all guilty too.
Hey, I ain't been in it, but I want to go back to answer his question when you said, why do women try to change the man's mind? See, when we think of ego, we just think of men, but women have a bigger ego than men because women
Mm.
feel like they can always take something that belongs to somebody else, whether it's a relationship, a husband from somebody else. Women egos causes them to believe that they can change somebody's mind. And that's why people came up to him talking about side chick. They knew he had a wife. They didn't care. It's that ego. It's the thrill. Women nowadays get a thrill out of screwing up somebody's marriage or relationship. They think that's a flex now.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all heard that Facebook Live? She said, women get a thrill out of messing up people's marriages and relationship. Women, y'all, not us.
Women.
Okay? Not
Oh,
Obi.
y'all too.
Men do it too.
Men
Women.
do it too. I was answering your question. You said, why do women do it? That was pertaining to your question. Now ask me why men do it.
I'm not gonna answer that question. I'm not that ain't gonna I'll ask you that.
Exactly.
But that's good though, because I always wonder. So we talked about this last week. I believe we talked about it last time. Why do a number? Okay, so you got a man, right? And then I asked Sheena this: you have a man, you like he has a woman, he cheats on her with you, and then when he I guess break up with her and get with you, he cheat on you. Now you mad, but he cheated on her with you, so you can't be mad when he cheat on you with the next person.
Her ego told her she was special.
That's
That's
it.
what it is.
That's what I said last week too. She
Yeah.
thought that she could be that one.
Women
Not
be
at all, boo.
Y'all
special.
trying to get it hot tonight. Is this a drink? Yeah, okay. Ego told her that she was so special that just because he cheated on her with her,
He not gonna do it to me.
me? Wow, that's deep. Uh-oh, hold on, y'all. So Janice said you can mess it up if the man/woman isn't a willing participant. And then Edward Gardner said, e.g., no, a lot of men do what they can get away with. Women need to hold a man to what they said. And we just chilling, then we not spending the night cuddling, having lunch, walking around town. Hold on, y'all. And stuff like a couple. That's what he said. That's what EG said. He said, we ain't doing all that extra stuff. We get you, EG. Well, we saying that, I think she's saying that sometimes, I think April was saying that guys are doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Chill. That's what April was saying. Guys are doing all that stuff, but saying they just chilling. I know you saying, EG, you saying we're not doing all that. April said, yeah, we doing all that, but we said we want to chill.
Yeah, we do. We really do. We be if we get.
Don't say we. Don't say we. I don't.
Yeah, most of
I'm chilling.
when we get out of relationship, then we start messing around with another female. We treat them really good, like and we might be laying down with them and stuff, And I had a couple of those. So
we'll talk about sex. Talk about sex.
I'm just saying, but no, it's part of it though. You know what I'm saying? And they able to ask that question, what are we doing?
That's what I'm saying. But if I tell somebody I'm chilling, that's what I mean. If I just tell somebody like right now, I'm currently going through a divorce, probably gonna be finalized when I go to court next month. So whatever, and I'm now officially able to date people. It's in the paperwork. So if I
they ain't trying to hear that because you treat them so good, they ain't trying to hear that.
I'm not gonna treat them so good though. I'm not treating them that good that they think that they're the next one. If I'm saying we chilling. Okay, this is gonna have breakfast one day or lunch. It's not gonna be everyday lunch. It's not gonna be everyday breakfast. It's not gonna be everyday text. It's not I don't talk on the phone, so it's not gonna be every day on the phone. It's gonna be periodically. We gonna maybe go out or do something, you know what I'm saying, or hang out. It's not gonna be all the time. So they shouldn't get the notion in their head that Ed's saying chill, but he's doing something extra. And play, if you're doing that to these women, don't do that to these women. I'm not saying you are. I'm just asking if you are doing it to these women, don't do that to these women. Because go back to what I said in the beginning, give them an opportunity to know exactly what you're doing. That's why I tell people. They always tell me lately for the last year and a half, they be like, "Why you keep telling me?" Because I want you to know I'm chilling. I want you to make sure you understand this. Right. So therefore, you can't say I lied to you, and they get mad. Guess what, sweetheart? You can do what you need to do, but I'm letting you know up front, I'm not on anything at this particular moment in my life. Until God brings my next wife, because I do want to get married again. So he brings my next wife into my life. I'm just relaxing right now.
But you know what? If a man told me he was just chilling, the first thing would come to my mind. I wouldn't even want to be anything with him. The first thing that would come to my mind is run. Because a man that's chilling can be filled with a lot of STDs because all he doing is just chilling.
Literally.
I'm good on that. I don't do just chilling.
Hold that thought. I want to get back to what you just said. You said some good stuff. So EG said, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying he's moving differently, but the woman is allowing it instead of checking it. So I almost go back to what you're saying. If I tell you I'm chilling, then you're kind of like, what are you asking me? Like, define chilling or explain, Joanna, what you're trying to say. Because I think he's saying something like you're saying. I think y'all almost in cahoots with each other. And he's saying that a woman should be checking the man if he's saying I'm just chilling. You know, so what do you think? What do y'all think about that? What he just said, the woman's not really checking the man when he's saying he's just chilling. They going along with the flow. I'm guessing that's what Eric's trying to say.
Yeah, because
trying to figure out what they're saying exactly.
Because the women sometimes have the intention of changing that man's mind. A lot of women, like I said, have that ego, and then it's not even just that. It's nowadays people like the thrill of the chase. People always want what they can't have. And so people gonna pursue that. It's the thrill of the chase. A lot of people are adrenaline junkies. They love that dopamine hit. And that's what they chase. People always want what they can't have.
Well, they can't have me. I ain't for sale right now. Y'all can't have me. I'm out here chilling. I ain't for sale. Okay, hold on. So Janet said the woman isn't checking the man because she's caught in her feelings. You have to stay within the confines of your original agreement and not change the rules in the middle of the friendship, period.
She's not checking the man because she don't have no self-esteem. When you don't have self-esteem, you're settled. And that's the problem nowadays. Everybody lowering their standards. Because I'm not finna lower my standards for a man who's just chilling. If you just chilling, I'm out looking for I'm courting. I'm not chilling. You got that C, I got this C. So I'm gonna go over here find what I'm looking for. I'm not gonna settle for you. Why should I? But you offering is everywhere.
I 100% agree with you on that. That's why I go back to what I said in the beginning. Give you the opportunity to say, I'm looking for a husband. I'm not looking for a chill buddy.
But some women settle. That's the thing. And they still think that they can change that person's mind. Like Obi said, some people do this stuff because they desperate and they lonely. So, I mean, talking to a desperate, lonely person saying you just chilling, that's not ringing a bell in their head. All they know is they looking for companionship at that moment, and eventually down the line that maybe they could change that person's mind. I mean, you're not talking to somebody who has some self-esteem who will say, okay, then I'm gonna walk away from this. No, that person is willing to settle.
Now, are we stereotyping all women saying that they are
No,
low self-esteem?
not at all. Not at all.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're not saying like because that's because a woman is you telling them they're chilling. They like, okay, I still like you, Obi. You know, you chilling. Are y'all saying that she got low self-esteem because she still is willing to stay around for a second? Maybe, like you said, maybe Chase, Obi mad. Maybe I might be the one, even though I'm saying I'm chilling.
If I was saying all women, I'm a woman. That's not me by no means. I mean, and that's what I don't understand. People get offended because you say women or men. If the shoe don't fit, then don't wear it. And that's the whole situation. I'm not putting everybody in the box. That's just what I say. I'm a woman, so I would be talking about myself, and I know I'm not. So,
like you come with that fire. Where y'all let him come with that fire? What my Nutz and Boltz fire tonight, y'all? Oh, what you think about that? Oh,
I mean, I totally agree with her. I don't really have a comment because everything she said, I probably would have said the same thing. She's right on point.
But I wouldn't say that they got low self-esteem. They probably just hoping that something good could come out of it.
I still think that has to do with self-esteem. Because to put it like this, say you paying, you live in a house, you know how much it takes to pay your bills. And if McDonald's is not going to cut it, you're not going to work at McDonald's. So you know what you want and what you deserve. A lot of people don't feel like they deserve better, so they settle for less.
When you're desperate, you'll take whatever you can take.
Yep.
It's just like a crackhead. Not trying to call women crackheads, but when you're desperate, you'll do whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Time out. I got to take a sip on that one. That was good. Now go ahead. Oh, I'm sorry, Obi. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm done.
Now some Obi. He was saying something. Go ahead, Obi.
Yeah, I mean, when you're desperate, you'll do anything. Like when you got to pay bills and you don't have a job, you will work anywhere to get that bill paid. And a lot of times, men will do whatever they got to do, but women will do whatever they got to do too. Yeah. So when you're desperate, hey, ain't nothing off the tables. As long as you're getting your rocks off, not sexually, but as long as you're getting your rocks off and you're getting fulfilled, you're good.
I'm gonna go back to Facebook Live, guys. So we got some comment in the section. So Janice said they settle because the dating climate at this point is full of great deal of men and women chilling. People aren't emotionally available because they haven't got over their past hurt. Kind of what you said earlier. They want a relationship but not ready to move to the next level.
You know what? She said it's the dating pool is filled with a lot of people that's chilling. I'm gonna be honest and tell you the dating pool is filled with a lot of married people. Looking for side chicks, and that's why we can't find our soulmate. We can't find somebody else because the married people in the dating pool on these sites looking for single people to be their side chicks. It's filled with married people.
Sheena, what you think about that? You ain't saying that in a while. Come on, Sheena. Come on in this conversation.
Hey, that's a fact. That's a fact. And I think it's filled with married women and men. They're just not happy and not being honest with themselves in relationships. Instead of getting out or going to counseling or talking to their mates about, whatever they're unhappy about, they're on Match, Tinder, Bumble, and all those sites.
Yeah.
Just looking for that, trying to get that itch scratched.
I definitely agree with that because I actually had a married man approach me and tell me his whole situation and everything. and basically was like, I'm on a side chick. I'm not happy. And I'm just like, okay, well, if you're not happy, then get a divorce. Like, I'm not going to fulfill your happiness.
You know
But
why? You know why? You know
most
why
men
you want
don't
to
do
divorce?
divorces. Even when they unhappy, they don't do divorces.
We
I
know
agree
you
with that.
don't.
I agree
We
with
know
that. But
you
that's
don't.
not my problem.
You know why they don't want to get divorced? Because they've been talking to Play and they don't want to break up the woman.
No, they've been talking to Play, and they don't want that woman to move on with her life. You can't
No,
hold somebody
because
back like that. That's not
one of
fair.
the reasons is the laws ain't on their side when the breakup. I mean, when the divorce happens, the law ain't on our side. The laws is all on the women's side.
That's not true.
You don't think so?
But
That's
Play,
not
you didn't hear what Joe. Go back to what you just said a few minutes ago. You said that the Play doing what with these women? Go back to
Huh?
what you just said. No, you didn't hear what she said. Go back to what you said about Play doing with these women. He's doing what to them?
He's keeping them from moving on.
Mm.
And then I say, I
Her
disagree.
soulmate out there. You're not, obviously. And you holding her like this while you over here playing. That's not fair. You can't do that. Let that woman go file for a divorce. You
The law
holding
is
on
not
because
on our side when we do divorces. They get everything. We don't get nothing. We don't get the kids. We don't get the house.
your kids
We don't
grown.
get we just have our money. I'm just saying. I'm talking about men in general.
That's
I'm
fact,
not
though.
saying
That's a
just
fact.
me. I'm just saying, men in general, you don't get nothing when
Mm-mm.
you go and get a divorce. You know you struggle just to live because you didn't mess around and got a divorce. And she got alimony, she got child support on you, and she got the kids and everything. Just like that's why men don't like doing divorces. You be like, no, man, ain't trying to do
That's
that.
so toxic. That's so toxic because you didn't mind playing house and paying all that when she was there. Now that she's gone, you rather her sit right there and don't bother you while you go out and do what you want to do. Oh, that's why you're holding on because it's a money thing. But you didn't mind as long as you had her. And now that you know that it's not going to work out and she going to sit there and not and leave you alone, you're not gonna get that divorce because it's to benefit you. Your kids are grown, y'all don't have no assets together. If she make more money than you, how in the heck is she getting spousal support? Your kids are grown. You can't speak for other men when
I'm
you
not
see
talking about me though.
you can't even speak for yourself. Your
I'm not
situation is
talking
better than
we
other
go in my
men, and
situation.
you want divorce.
In my
Okay, hold on,
situation,
Play. Hold on for your comment. So Facebook Live right now, we are doing a live podcast. This is the crew of Nuts and Boltz. We have a guest, Joanne, who is killing the game. If you'd like to be a part of our panel discussions, we're gonna do it once a week on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Central. No, I'm sorry, Eastern time and 6 p.m. Central time. If you'd like to be one of our guests on the panel, please let me know. Every week on a different topic. We're gonna dive deep. We keep it 100%. Everything you're hearing on this podcast is everyone's opinion. Please don't eat people up or get mad at anyone for their opinion. Their thoughts are their thoughts. We coming on here, we keeping it 100% true of how we feel the truth is, and we're gonna have discussions. So if you ever want to be a part of our discussion, I'm gonna post every week what the topic is. If you'd like to be on the panel, please comment, let me know, and just come on here and keep it real with us. All right, back to you, Play. Go ahead.
uh, I want to talk about me. I would talk about men in general. Why they, but as far as see, it's we both. It could go two ways. She can either get a divorce or I can get a divorce. You know, but I feel like if she break up with me, why have she gotten a divorce? She told me to hit the road.
Because she probably feel the same way you feel. She don't want to give you anything. I'm not saying she's right. I'm not speaking on her because she's not here to defend herself. I'm here speaking on you because you are.
Okay, I mean, I want to talk about me though.
My thing is, you can't speak for other men, and you sitting in a better situation than them. I mean, you could walk away without really even giving anything. Your kids are grown. There's no assets y'all have together. And then she probably more than likely make more money than you. She have more to lose. So what is your problem? You don't have to choose spousal support. You could just walk away clean, both of you.
Okay, and still, why would I have to do if she broke up with me? Why I got to go down there to the office and everything and start filing out divorce? Man, we don't do that. We just don't do that. And I'm speaking for all. Yes, I am. I'm speaking for all men. We don't do that. We not the ones that do the divorce. We rather be with our spouse or whoever, and try to work it out.
Nah, y'all want a cleaning lady and a side piece. That's what y'all want.
No. I didn't want a side piece or a cleaning lady. My marriage just didn't work. We was on two different planes. We wasn't really equally yoked. We both were men and women of God, but we still wasn't equally yoked in that aspect.
Who filed for divorce? Who filed for divorce? Who filed for divorce?
I got a lawyer first, but she filed for divorce first.
Oh, see?
Can I ask you something?
And then she got the realtor first, so we can sell our house. So we can sell our house.
Can I ask you something?
Yes, ma'am. I'm open
like infidelity.
No, ma'am. Not on my part. Not on my part. I can't speak for her. I don't know. So I'm not gonna ever discredit someone. So I don't know.
I'm asking because you're a man of God, and you know that's a sin against God to file for divorce if there's no infidelity.
That's facts. I ain't even gonna argue with that one. But I think a lot of times, men and women of God, we say, I'm gonna use the Bible on this, I'm not gonna use the Bible on that. I'm gonna use the Bible on this, I'm not gonna use the Bible on that. You know what? This is a good time for the Bible. I'll put that Bible over there. And it's humans, they do it all the time. That's why so many people, I know we're not talking about, I don't want to get into a whole religion because it gets kind of sticky, but I'm gonna leave it at this. People use the Bible like toilet tissue. I don't know if that's an analogy, but they just use it to benefit themselves. They don't use it for what it's meant to be used for. They use it to benefit themselves. And when somebody check them on, you're like, well, the word of God said this. If you're a Bible thumper, it says this. But then you like, okay, well, I get it. You use it how you want to get it. All right, throw your hands up to it. But I don't know. On my part, no, it was not any infidelity. On her part, I don't know if she did. If she didn't, I can't speak on that. I would never shame nobody's name because I don't know. It just we was like this, and it just didn't work. I wanted to go to counseling more. I wanted to say to Mary, I even asked right before we sold our house, let's try counseling again, and she just went up for it. So I can't. I'm not like play. I'm not gonna handcuff you. I'm gonna release you. I'm going not to be funny. I'm gonna release you. I pray to God. I believe in prayer.
I don't handcuff.
Hold on, Blake. Hold on. I pray to God. I ask God, can I get released from this marriage? So I pray marriage. You gotta pray to God. To me, this is not my beliefs. I'm not putting my beliefs on no one. I'm not putting my beliefs on none of y'all on Facebook Live. But my belief is I pray to God for the woman. So I need to pray to God and ask, can I be released from the woman? If God say no, then I got to do what I need to do. Obviously, God allowed me to be released from the woman. So we sold the house within like 2-3 weeks, which was unheard of. A lot of realtors like what? That's unheard of. And so it is what it is.
Yeah,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just brought it up because you talk about God. So I just thought that I'd throw that in there. It wasn't to suit a certain situation. It was just basically, a little bit of information that I wanted to just throw in there.
Oh yeah, I'm me and Obi. We actually go to the same church down here in Carolina. We both we have the men's conference, y'all. Be on the lookout for the men's conference. This is a little plug. But I am I believe in the word of God. I believe to not try to use it for my advantage. And if I do, charge it to my head, not my heart. But I do not ever try to use it for my advantage. And I see people that do it, and I'm like,
Yeah. It's been done since slavery, so we know.
But also, I am a believer too, and don't kill me, any Bible thumpers on here. I don't believe the Bible is 100% correct. That's why I don't. That's why I never want to talk about the Bible. So I don't think it's a 100% correct. I think it's a lot of stuff is correct. I don't never ever said it was 100. I never said it was 100% correct. I tell people all the time, and I don't ever argue about it. That's why I believe in God more, and I believe in the relationship over religion. And so, what I'm saying, I just don't believe it's 100% correct because it was rewritten by so many different people. Somebody could have got a word wrong or eyesight wrong. Because right now, all of us talk about this podcast tomorrow. We might say one of us will say something different happened on here. We always on here. We always on here. One of us gonna say something different happened on here, and we always on here. So that's why I just rather believe in the relationship. And then if I'm here to pastor preach, I look in them and say, is he telling the truth? I look, oh, it's right there. Okay. But some stuff like, I don't know. That is my belief. That just, like I said, I don't like to get to whole, it just gets so sticky. People get touchy, people get mad. I believe in the pagan God. Like, it just, believe what you believe. I don't believe what I believe. I'm going about my business.
Yeah.
But I want to segue to our last question so we can get up out of here. The very last question is back to the pros and cons. We went so left, but it was good, y'all. It was good. The last question I have on this is, what are the signs of the relationship being unhealthy? And is it easier to forgive or to forget? Again, what are signs of the relationship being unhealthy? And is it easier to forgive or to forget?
Can I say we didn't touch on the cons? We did the pros. We didn't do the cons at all.
We didn't. Y'all, okay, we can go to the cons real quick. I was just gonna bypass the cons. If y'all want to talk about the cons, go. We know it's 1,000 cons. It's 1,000 reasons why we don't want to go back to that person. But if you want to touch on it, go ahead. Like, we open.
No, I just want to say the con would be, because we're all sitting here being selfish and thinking about ourselves, but we're not looking at the cons, could be that it's not healthy for the children. And that's what I wanted. That's why I wanted to go back to that, because we talked about what's good for us and we'll do it for the kids, but we didn't talk about how it would affect the kids. Sometimes it's healthier for the parents to be apart than it is for them to be together.
I would agree with that.
That's true. I would agree with that too. Absolutely.
Because you pretty much going back to the same thing you left.
Yep.
So if I want to go to the cons, okay, I'm gonna go again with an ex that I have no kids with. I want to go different. I would say the con would be you might be going back to the same mess you left. It's a reason why you broke up with her. It's the reason why you didn't want to be with her, or reason why you don't want to be here no more. He could have been abusive. He could have been, or she could have been a streetwalker. She could have been toxic. She could have been a cheater. She could have been, or he could have been somebody that abused you mentally, emotionally. Not even physically, but mentally, emotionally, just as bad. So that would be my cons of. I'm trying to think of but no. I'm trying to think of an ex that I did have kids with that. They was all pretty straight. We did I'm still cool with them. Everybody that was an ex, I'm pretty cool with, except the kids, the one I got kids with. Everybody I don't got kids with, I'm pretty cool with them. We straight. But the ones I have kids, I'm not. So I would think if it was a con, that would be my con. That it could be going back to something toxic. It could be going back to something that was demoralized you as like treat you less than as a man, like treat you less than, or as a woman, degraded you, like I've seen, and I don't want to say who said this, but I've seen somebody like dog their wife in front of everybody. I'm looking like, what? And that's when I first met them. I'm like, whoa. I just literally met them. He's dogging his wife. I'm like, golly, in front of everybody. I'm like, wow. I'm like, ooh, man, that's tough. So that would be my con. Obi, what about you?
For me, somebody that has like narcissistic behaviors. Um, I'm a peaceful person. I don't like drama. I don't like arguing. I don't like messiness or cattiness. Somebody that's not financially stable. And I don't
Mm,
mean like somebody that's rich, but you're just not financially taking care of yourself. Somebody that just likes the drama. Um, I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
absolutely.
The peace is everything to me. And back in the day, I would not have chosen a peaceful person, but like now, peace. I don't like mean people, because mean people they're just mean. I don't like nobody that's mean to their kids, to the parents, to the coworkers. It's none of that. I don't have time
Yeah.
for it. My peace is everything.
Yeah.
Sheena, we have about 15 minutes. Still want to get back to this last question. Sheena, what you think?
Okay.
Cons.
Um, I would definitely say disrespect. Respect is everything to me. If I see you disrespect your mama or you disrespect even your child, you know what I'm saying? Then I know you're not gonna respect me. So to me, that's a red flag at the jump. So I wouldn't even go beyond that and even try to venture into that.
So that be your cons of not going back to your ex because how they cheated their mother and child.
And me too. And
And
me
you,
too. And me too. I've dealt with it. But it was verbally. It was verbally. Like how he talked to me, he didn't know how to talk to me. He talked to me as if I was a child. But I'm not. I'm an adult. So if I talk to you like an adult, you're gonna talk to me like an adult.
amen. So Joanne, we're gonna go with you first. What are the signs of the relationship being unhealthy, and is it easier to forgive or to forget?
You said that isn't easy to forgive or forget.
No, I said, is it easier to forgive or to forget?
It's definitely, well, I'm going to say this, a sign that a relationship is unhealthy when they tell that first lie. That's a
Mm.
sign. That first lie. It starts with one. And it's definitely easier to forgive than it is to forget,
Mm,
because you can forgive somebody because that's for you.
Mm-hmm.
To forget is to forget your lesson, to forget your assignment, to forget your wound, to forget your experience. All that you need to take with you into the next relationship. People tend to think that we start over from scratch. We start over from experience. So never forget. And that's why I say it's easier to forgive than it is to forget.
that's good. Carlos, we're gonna come up to you. What are the signs of the relationship being unhealthy, and is it easier to forgive or to forget? So, what's your signs of something unhealthy, and can you forgive? Is it easier to forgive or to forget?
Unhealthy relationship. The sign of it. The first
Yes.
sign I see is the disrespect. If that's the sign. That's the one of the biggest signs. You be like, wait a minute, you totally disrespect me. You know that relationship finna go down. But cause I match energy. Anyway, but anyway, hey, it's exactly what she said. I never forget. Never forget. I forgive. I forgive all the time, but I never forget. And once you see that same pattern going on, you remember that pattern. You gonna be like, oh, wait a minute, it's the same bull. Yes. that broke us up the first time. Let me step back, and I'll start matching energy, which ain't good on my part
Oh
because
Lord, we ain't
you
gonna
don't
let
you don't fight hate with hate. You don't fight hate with hate. You know. So
unless you
hey.
play.
Oh, I just I always I always gotta check myself because my my project pass come out.
Obi, you want to come in on this?
Yeah, real quickly, I'll have to agree with Joanne. I think the lies play a big part in it. And I agree with Sheena and DJ too, because the disrespect can come from a lot of different places. It's not just you disrespecting me in public, but it could be you disrespecting our situation, or you could be disrespecting my name, or
Mm.
disrespecting what we have. So, or disrespecting your kids or my parents. It could be anything. And I think that, coupled with everything we said earlier, plays a part in that.
Sheena.
um well, I did say my con already, but I do think that it's easier to forgive than to forget, especially if it's like something very traumatic. Because that thing stays in the back of your mind. Like it never leaves you. Like it can be years. You know what I'm saying? It never leaves you. And like just to touch on a little bit on what Play has said, like you could be going into a totally different situation, and if you see like a pattern that you've seen before, you like, okay, hold on, like I've been here before, so it's like it's definitely easier to forgive, and you don't forgive for that other person, you forgive for yourself, because if you don't forgive, then that's basically mental torture and emotional torture. So I definitely think that it's easier to forgive than to forget something.
That's good. I'm gonna put a button on it, then we're gonna get out of here. I think the signs of an unhealthy relationship is disrespect, being disrespectful out of the words from the person's mouth, and how they treat you, how they talk to you, how they look at you. Um, I think the disrespectful if they're fighting you, no matter if it's a woman fighting a man or vice versa. I think that's signs of abort mission, get up out of there. I think if they are letting other people disrespect you and they kind of chuckling about it,
Mm.
think like, yo, this is a joke. You need to. This is your woman. This is your man. You need to. I ain't saying check the person, but like I ain't saying do the Will Smith either. I'm not saying do all that, but like you shouldn't let nobody just and you see your woman uncomfortable, you see your man uncomfortable, and you allow somebody to crack a couple of jokes. That's a sign of the relationship might get unhealthy at some point in stage because you're allowing somebody just to disrespect your mates. Um, I guess another signs of relationship being unhealthy is if she don't like your kids or he
Mm.
don't like your children or he don't want to be involved or he or she is Lord help me jealous of the children because mates can be people can be jealous. Man, you got to be with them kid like that's my kid, that's my child. So I think those are signs to me, and there probably plenty more of an unhealthy relationship coming on this way, hanging up on you. This I think that's rude that you can't be an adult enough to end the conversation. You just hung up on somebody. Like this is about to go left maybe in the future.
Hmm.
Um, I'm speaking for a personal experience, some of this stuff, some not, But I think that's the signs of a healthy relationship. And I agree with everybody else. It's easier to, not easier, but I would forgive because that's the godly thing to do. But forget about it. I'm gonna hold that in my back pocket. Like I remember what you did in my mind. I know. I'm sorry, Lord. You said forgive and forget and throw it into the sea of forgiveness. But it's hard to forget it because we're human. We're flesh. We're not God. We're flesh. So forgiving it starts in your heart, and like Sheena said, it's for you. And like I think Joanna said at the beginning, it's part of your healing, and you got to forgive for yourself, and that's the way you can actually move on. So that being said, thank you, Facebook Live, for joining us today. We are the crew of Nutz and Boltz. Ed, me, DJ Play, Obi, Sheena, and our special guest who was fired, and I hope she comes back again. We love you, Facebook Live. I'll talk to you again next time. Peace. Like I always say, I love you. God love you. Go be great on purpose.
Hi, guys.
All right.
Peace.
Bye.